This is day 6 of our project to learn the names and locations of the 254 counties of Texas in 30 days. I'm going to get right into the project on day 5 of the. When we do this every month, we rotate through from the first day of the month to the 30th day of the month, alphabetically learning all the counties. So if you're joining us in the middle of the month, stay with us, work with us. And then at the beginning of the next month, we'll start with the counties that begin with the letter A and B and so forth. So let's get right into what we have to do for day 6. I'm not signed in. I just went to clickandlearnsoftware.com. I click the play now button, and that brings me to this screen. When I click the button that says 30 days to learn Texas counties, it brings me into this set of games. We are on day 6, so we have eliminated days 1, 2, and 3. You can still get back and practice with what we learned on day 4 and 5. Day 4, we learned the counties that begin with the letter C. Day 5, we reviewed the counties, and then day 4, we reviewed the counties that begin with C and learned the counties that begin with the letters D, E, and F. Day 5, we reviewed the D, E, and F counties and learn the G and H counties. Today, we're going to review the G and H counties. Click that button, click single player, 35 questions. These are in alphabetical order, the way we learned them yesterday. So I'm going to go through quickly, even without looking at the questions, because I know that after I click Gaines, move down to Galveston, Garza, Gillespie, Glasscock, Goliad, Gonzalez, Gray, Grayson, Greg, Grayson, Greggs, Grimes, Guadalupe. Into the H's, Hale, Hall, Hamilton, Hansford, Hardiman, Hardin, Harris, Harrison, Hardin, Harris, Harrison, Hartley, Haskell, Hayes. That's the HA's. HE would be Hemphill, Henderson. HI is Hidalgo, Hill. HO is Hockley, Hood, Hopkins, Houston, Howard. And HU is Hudspeth, Hunt, and Hutchison. That's how you review. I'm going to exit from that, and I'm going to get right back into that. Right back into that, but now I'm going to switch to test mode. This is another way to review. Test mode, that's for Haskell. If I get it correct, I have a green light. If we get it wrong, I would have a red light. For example, it asks for Hopkins, and I click Hunt instead. And notice I get a red light. I got that wrong. Hall, Hale, Hall, Greg, Hale. I probably didn't have to show you how I get one wrong, because I might get one wrong anyway. Hunt, Grayson. If I get all the rest of these green, Grayson, that would be like a 95% or something. Hartley, and I'll play it again. Gaines, Howard, Hockley, Harris, Henderson, Hardiman, Galveston, Guadalupe, Goliad, Glasscock, Harrison, Hidalgo, Gonzalez, Hood, Hansford, Gillespie, Hill, Haskell, Hayes, Gray, Hudspeth, Grimes, Garza, Hemphill, Hamilton, Hardin, Hutchison, And we got 97% because I was showing you how it works. So let's play again, but I'm going to go through this in test mode. It asks for Hill, and I try to get 100%. Grayson, Hudspeth, Hidalgo, Glasscock, Goliad, Hemphill, Greg, Gonzalez, Gillespie, Hardiman, Hansford, Guadalupe, Houston, Hall, Hardin, Harrison, Hopkins, Hockley, Gaines, Hood, Gray, Howard, Hamilton, Hale, Galveston, Garza, Harley, Haskell, Hunt, Hutchison, Harris, Grimes, Hayes. We're up to 34. If I get this one correct, I should get 100%. And we got 100%. That was a review of what we learned on day 5. And today, we're going to get right into the games for day 6. And I click that button. We're in learn mode. We're learning the new counties that begin with I and J. 7 questions. There's only one county that starts with the letter I. I contacted their Chamber of Commerce, and they told me how to pronounce it. I think it was Irion. And then there are 9 counties that begin with the letter J. Jack, Jackson, Jasper. I was born in Jasper County, Missouri. Jasper. Jeff Davis, Jefferson, and Jim Hogg. 10 seconds over. We replay until we can get all of these in 7 seconds. That's like 1 county a second, it looks like. Okay. Irion, Jack, Jackson, Jasper, Jeff Davis, Jefferson, and Jim Hogg. We beat the clock, and now we go to 10 questions. This is going to be a really quick and easy video because there's only 10 questions in this. Unlike the letter C had, I think, 28 counties begin with the letter C. That took a lot of work. So this is an easy day. Irion, Jack, Jackson, Jasper, Jim Hogg, Jeff Davis, Jefferson, Jim Hogg, Jim Wells, Johnson Jones. And we did not beat the clock. We'll do Irion, Jack, Jackson, Jasper, Jeff Davis, Jefferson, Jim Hogg, Jim Wells, and Johnson and Jones. We beat the clock. So now we go to the same 10 questions in random order. It asks for Jefferson, Jack, Jim Wells. This is Jim Hogg. This is Jim Wells. Johnson Jones. This is Jones. Jasper, Johnson. The buttons are disappearing as we click them correctly. Jim Hogg, Irion, Jeff Davis, and Jackson. We did not beat the clock. We replay over. Jack, Jim Wells, Irion, Jasper, Jeff Davis, Jackson, Jones, Jim Hogg, Jefferson, and Johnson. Okay, we beat the clock. Now the next mode is test mode. I'm going to make sure all of these are on the screen, okay? I did a video a little while ago, same video without having this map on the screen. So, test mode, click go. It asks for Jeff Davis. Jeff Davis, if you get it right, you get a green light. Johnson, this is Johnson. I got a green light. Let's see if I can get them all green. Jim Wells, this is Jim Hogs. I'm going to click on this one for Jim Wells. Jasper, Jack, Irion, Jackson, Jefferson, Jim Hogg, Jones. We got 100%. And that's how you do this. It's really fun. It's easy. I really enjoy it. But now that this was such a quick video, I thought I'm going to take you into the goal of this system. The goal of this system is to be able to score 100% on the map of Texas. And we have a game that we've built. We're in test mode. Click single player. There are two goals of this system. Let me talk for a minute. There are two goals of our system. One, that you be able to recite all 254 counties in 254 seconds. And the second goal is to be able to score 100% on our map of Texas. And I'm going to play that game in a minute and see if I can score 100%. And the big thing I really want to talk about is the whole concept of celebrating Texas. And I want to talk about what West Virginia does. West Virginia has a program, the big thing that they do every year in their schools. It's called the Golden Horseshoe Award, and that is for the students in the 55 counties of West Virginia. It's for the students who can show expertise on the geography and the history of West Virginia. And when they can do that, they get a little lapel pin. Instead of Texas, of course, it's something called the Golden Horseshoe Award. And that award is so coveted that people that earn that when they're in school, they keep that pin all their life. I was visiting the Secretary of Education in West Virginia several years ago, and as I got up to the receptionist and I was mentioning the Golden Horseshoe Award, that receptionist for the Department of Education, was proud to show me her Golden Horseshoe pin. It's a coveted thing in West Virginia. And I believe Texas should do something similar. I believe that the governor of Texas should declare the 254th day of the year as the day to celebrate Texas in schools all around Texas, and have things like skits and plays and things in the assembly, cheers and songs about either their county or Texas history or Texas counties. And those students in the state who can recite the 254 counties of Texas in 254 seconds and can score 100% on the map of Texas, which I'll show you in a minute. And if the teacher certifies, yes, they have done that, they were able to do that, I think they should get a Celebrate Texas lapel pin or something that the governor decides, maybe something different. And also, besides a lapel pin that they keep and cherish for the rest of their lives to show what they've been able to do, but also to get a signed certificate from the governor saying that this student has mastered that challenge. And it could be in all grade levels. I believe this earlier you start, the better a chance that thousands of kids will be able to do this by the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade and earn that certificate. Anyway, let's get back to showing how I'm going to go through this map. There are 254 counties of Texas. Our initial system we built only had the ability to handle 250 questions. We're expanding that, so soon we'll have all 254 counties on the map. This is Yoakum, this is Young, this is Zapata, and Zavala. Those are the four we don't have on the screen, but I wanted to show you that I know where they are. I'm going to see if I can get 100%. Sabine, I get a green light. Every time I get one correct, I get a green light. Johnson, Jones, Starr, Gonzalez, Goliad, Gonzalez, Bowie, Tarrant. I got this wrong when I was doing this earlier. Tarrant County, Erath, Tom Green, Pecos. I'm going to go through this as quick as I can, but I want to take my time and get 100%. Hardin, Waller County, where Hempstead, Texas is. Waller, Henderson, Hemphill, Henderson, Delta, Williamson, Goliad, Fannin, Donley, King, Roberts, Crockett, Lee, Throckmorton, Terry, Dallum, Taylor, Cass, Lavaca, Nolan, Marion, Greg, Johnson, Tyler, San Patricio, Jim Wells. Is Jim Hogg, Jim Wells, Runnels, Schlicker, Hall, Guadalupe, Brazoria, Clay, Robertson, Upton, Sutton, McCullough, Reagan, Fayette, Harrison, Walker, Hidalgo, Sherman, Brown, Rains, Carson, Frio, Ellis, Maynard. So far, all of my 57 answers have been correct. Briscoe, Sterling, Nacogdoches, Stonewall, Leon, Navarro, Hunt, below Fannin, Lubbock, Hudspeth, Dickens, Denton, Eastland, Medina, Jim Hogg, Randall, Bear, Oldham, Ochiltree, Oldham, Collinsworth, Ector, Childress, Jasper, Hale, Caldwell, Liberty, Glasscock, Lamar. I got this wrong earlier. This is Red River. I think this is Lamar. It is. Okay. Ford. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Spelled differently than the car. Ford. El Paso. Hayes. Haskell. Hayes. Polk. Crosby, Bastrop, Bandera, Bastrop, Madison, Bailey, Wood, Wise, Wood, Loving, Winkler is Loving, Webb, Lampasas, LaSalle, Lampasas. Okay, I think this is Lampasas. Concho, Somerville, Comanche, Wharton, Atascosa, Angelina, Presidio, Dawson, Hamilton, Chambers, I'm up to 105 questions. Shelby, Gray, B, Shackelford, Coleman, Baylor, Edwards, Brazos, Hardeman, Garza, Gaines, Galveston, Garza, Van Zant, Valverde, Van Zant. I think this is Van Zant. It is Wise, Rusk, Uvalde, Cochran, correct. Stevens, correct. Falls is green. Hutchison, LaSalle, Haskell, Irion, Kent, Limestone, Swisher, Floyd, Panola, Morris, Harris, Wichita, Kimball, Kimball, Potter, Alano, Titus, Hartley, Calhoun, Andrews, Bell, Ochiltree, Camp, Coryell, right next to Bell, Hansford, Blanco, a little bit above Bear, Blanco, Hill, Trinity, Hemphill, Victoria, Jack. So far, I've only missed one. Fingers crossed. Castro, Carnes, Palmer, Parker. This is Parker. Palmer. Okay, Wheeler, Moore, Gaines, Dimmitt, Lynn right below Lubbock, Austin, Freestone, Fisher, Midland, San Jacinto, Kaufman, okay, Aransas, DeWitt, Live Oak, Galveston on the Gulf, Collin, where Plano, Texas is in Collin. I lived in Plano for a few years. Archer, Mills, Milan, Valverde, Cherokee, Grayson, Ward, Willacy, Brooks, Lamb. I think it is Lamb. It is Terrell, Smith, Duvall, Armstrong. We're up to 184 so far. We've only got one wrong that I know of. This Newton County, Bosque, Colorado, Kinney, Palo Pinto, Refugio, Kennedy, Franklin, Mason, Crane, Wilson, Mitchell, Orange, Upshur. I think that Upshur it is. Dallas, Fort Bend, Brewster, Martin, I think is this one. It is Callahan, Scurry, Cameron, Kerr is right below Kimball. I think this is Kerr, Hood, San Saba, McMullen. I think this is yellow. It is Burleson. I think it's Burleson. Yes. Culberson. Okay. Gillespie. Jeff Davis. Cook with two O's. Nueces. Hockley. Hopkins. Bandera. Winkler. Howard. Anderson. I'm going to look at my score in a minute. Jefferson. Lipscomb, not my score, but where I'm at. I'm up to 222. Lipscomb. Motley. Oh, man. I think this is Donnelly. I think this is Motley. Okay, Motley. Montague. Real. Reagan. Real. Cottle. Borden. Reeves. Montgomery. Red River. Right on the Red River. Houston. St. Augustine. Parker. Palo Pinto. Parker. Woolbarger, right up next to Wichita. Burnett. Jack. Grimes. Travis. That's one I got wrong when I was doing this earlier. Travis. Milan. Matagorda. Washington. Coke. Knox. Comal. Colorado. Caldwell. Comal. Deaf Smith. Rockwall. Kendall. McLennan. Kleberg. 99%. That is pretty darn good. And I know which one I don't even remember which one I missed. But 99%, I just wanted to show you how that works. And it's very, very exciting. This is really an exciting project. And because we think it's so important, because we think geography is so important, we give away games to help you learn the country of the South. 50 states, continents, and oceans, provinces and territories of Canada, 31 states of Mexico, Central America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East for free. And currently, we're also giving away the games for Texas. You can learn the counties of Texas in 30 days. And we've probably already been up to 30 minutes on this video. I just wanted to show you how it works. Get in and play. It's free. I'm going to end this video and hope to see you next time. And thank you for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it.